All right, welcome everybody. Today is going to be a weekly recap for the week ending on September 18th of 2020. As I've been talking about on these stats are coming back beautifully. Now, once again, for those that may or may not have been watching my prior videos, I call these stats are basically naked, what I call naked setups, meaning that I'm not using any kind of filtration, okay? This means it's basically every time a setup develops, if you were to just take every single one of those setups, okay, without consideration of other factors that we teach, like knowing whether we have, whether it's going to have a stronger move or not, whether it's going to be in line with the present volatility, those types of things. We do use other filtration on top of these patterns. And I don't recommend you just trade these patterns nakedly, but still, even if you did, the point to be made here is that you are putting you are putting a winning percentage in your court, okay? So you're starting off right out of the gate with some pretty good probabilities that the trade's going to be a winner, and then we can go ahead and take advantage of that and add to that by using some additional filtration. Okay, so that's basically what this shows. We're still in close to the fairly close to the 70% in the Aussie, but the three strongest that we like to emphasize in our live chat room is the Aussie, Euro, and the U.S. We don't do a whole lot of pound trading, pound US, but though there are some really nice setups that we could go ahead and take advantage of. And also, once again, let me emphasize that this is only for the pattern. Now we have a total of 5 different patterns, and I'm only keeping stats for just the one. We are going to start picking up some stats on some of these other patterns, and we're starting to work on those stats so you can see they're running the same kind of probabilities. But this is just one. This is called the pattern, and that's what I've been tracking here for almost a year now. So we will be looking at some other patterns and start looking at those stats as well. So you've got a total of 5 different patterns that you can choose from, whichever fits your personality. Some do have more setups than others, and so forth. But anyway, this is strictly for the PAP. And once again, this is naked setups, meaning that we're not using any kind of filtration, okay? So you can see we're nicely in the 70%, 75% range is where we kind of want to be here. The yen, once again, I've been talking about this for several weeks. If you've been watching the prior videos, I said that the U.S. yen has been coming back very strong. And once again, I mean, look at these percentages, 74% during the day, 95%, really, 95%? That is outstanding, folks, when we're looking at, where can you start off looking at having a naked stat, right? Just closing your eyes and taking those trades, 95% win rate for the whole week. I mean, that's just getting into some crazy percentages. All right, so U.S. yen has been awesome. First trade of the day. In the morning, you can see that we're hitting at 80%. Kind of where we want to be overall, right? 80 to 85%. And then at night, 75%. Once again, first trade. What that means is that whichever trade comes in first when I start trading, whether it be the Aussie or the Euro or the pound, and yes, even the pound as well, and or the yen, I will take that first trade, and that's what you're seeing here. So it is possible that the very first trade of the day on this particular Sunday may have been a pound. I'd have to go back and look, but it could have been the weakest of all of them. So these are stats based on whichever the first pattern setup is for the PAP on these 4 pairs. If I wanted to be more selective and just trade the US yen, these could maybe change and be even higher. I could be sitting at maybe 90%. I don't know. But that's not the point here. The point is that taking that very first trade out of the gate for some reason seems to have a high winning ratio, and that's what I'm doing. And now I'm not saying that you trade like that, but one of the things that this is showing, and this is very, very important, is you have such good setups first thing in the morning, and then we have really beautiful setups later in the evening. So very good times to be trading first thing in the morning, which is after 9 a.m. Eastern Time and anytime after 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Just great times. And that's one of the things that I'm going to teach you about trading 8x binaries, is that there are key times to trade and key times to be more cautious, all right? And that's just the way that it works here with these with Forex, and also when you're trading these 5-minute and 8x binaries, okay? And yes, these are all 5-minute trades. That's where you're going to make your money, folks. It's not going to be trading dailies. You want to be trading these 5 minutes because you're going to have more opportunities. All right? So opportunities gives you the ability to make money on a daily basis. If you only have the option of trading one per day, then be willing to look at your results over a longer period of time. But when you have, sometimes 20 opportunities, 30 opportunities in a day, all right, gives you a lot of chances to get yourself into the green. And that's very important when we're trading 8x binaries. I know a lot of you say, well, I don't have time for 5 minutes. I just want to trade dailies. That's fine, but I think you're going to have a very tough time sticking with it. And also the other thing, which is kind of a lot of people have a lot of misinformation about trading 5-minute binaries. Trading 5-minute binaries doesn't mean you have to sit in front of your screen all day. Once again, you could trade the first hour of the day and be done. I mean, this is not something you have to sit in front of your screen all day. So don't let short-term binaries scare you away. That's where your probabilities are. Once again, I've said this before, it's so easier to predict a 5-minute move than it is to predict a daily move. And that's just the way it is. That's why we like 5 minutes, because we can hit much higher probabilities, win rate, than if we're trying to predict what it's going to do over the next 24 hours. So just keep that in mind. All right. My CB trades for the week. Once again, CB is my highest level trading. It definitely takes your trading to the next level. Reason for that is when we are trading the core strategy is designed to trade in the money options, where with the CB, I can trade either in the money or out of the money. And the reason I can do that is because the beautiful thing about CB, it gives me indication not only of direction, but the size of the move. So if I see that a particular pair is going to have a downward move, but it indicates that it's not going to be a very big move, I'm going to want to trade in the money. If it looks like it's going to be a move and it's going to be a large one, I'm going to be trading out of the money. My personal preference is to trade out of the money because now I'm able to sell it for $80, $85, $90, okay, and risk $10 to make a possibility of $90. So that's the kind of trading personally I like to do. But nonetheless, you have the opportunity to trade either in or out of the money. But CB is definitely going to take your trading to a whole new level. All right, and there's a lot to be learned from CB. Like I said, it's really more for your advanced trader. I always suggest everybody learn the core strategy first. Learn to become profitable with core before you go to CB. Because the problem with that, most people that just jump right into it, all they want to trade is CB. Because of that ability to trade deep out of the money. But you're going to learn a lot more about the markets if you stick with the core first and then move over to CB. But once again, that's a personal thing that everybody has to make their own decision. I want to stress overall that I've been trading for 40 years, so I don't want anybody to be misinformed in terms of profitability. It doesn't mean that if you come in and you start trading my program that all of a sudden you're going to be a profitable trader. This is not something that you can just do and close your eyes. This is not a black and white type of industry, okay? It takes screen time. If you're not willing to put in the screen time to learn, then you don't need to be trading mine or anybody else's strategy, okay? If you don't make any money trading, it's not my fault, okay? It gets down to the fact, it's like anything else. I mean, we've talked about this many, many times in my videos. It's like becoming a professional football player, okay? You want to be a professional quarterback? We'll put you with the winning team. But if you don't win a game, you're going to blame the team or you're going to blame yourself. Folks, it's the same way with trading, okay? It all gets down to you as an individual. And are you willing to put in the hard work to be a profitable trader? If you are not, you don't need to be trading not only mine, but you don't need to be trading anybody's program because you will not be a profitable trader. And I will tell you that's why 95 to 98% of people lose money because they're not willing to put in the time and they don't have the patience to learn how these markets work, because a lot of it has to do with reading the market, reading the action, being able to see whether the conditions are in a normal state or are they not in a normal state. And states of the market do change from time to time. So if we're in a situation where there's a lot of news in the market, then we may have a different type of movement than we would see in where there's no news in the market. Or maybe the summer months are different than the winter months, okay? That's something you have to be willing to put time in and learn that, okay? So once again, it takes time. Can you learn it? Yes. We've made a lot of very successful traders, but those successful traders are here all the time, and they are putting in the time, and they are reaping the rewards, and that's what you need to do. So please, don't waste your money with my program if you're not willing to put in the time, because the last thing I want to do is have somebody complain about the fact they can't make any money, and when I only see them maybe coming in the chat room maybe once a week, maybe even once a month. Sometimes I don't see them coming in at all. So that's the thing. That's why I only see a small portion of the people put in the time, but those are my successful traders because they put in the time. I'm just telling you like it is, folks. I'm not trying to sell you a bunch of junk. What I have does work. It is different. Nothing else there out like it. And this is my best work over 40 years of trading, and I can show you how to become a profitable trader. But like I said, I can show you how to become a profitable trader. It's up to you to then take it, learn it, implement it, and you will then become your own profitable trader. You're not going to do it by following me. You're going to be doing it by learning how to do it on your own and become an independent trader. All right, so talking about that. But once again, going back to the CBs, had a nice week. Didn't do a lot of trading on Thursday. Didn't do a whole lot of trading on Friday, but still had some decent returns. I'm trying to think what was going on Thursday. I think, I know what it was on Thursday. Thursday was strictly CB night. I had trouble with my my Nadex platform. It actually went down on me, and I missed a lot of great opportunities. I think I could have doubled this Thursday night because I know everybody else was just having win after win after win after win. Just a lot of great CB setups. But I was kind of out of commission for a while because I got locked out of my account, and Nadex was working on getting it fixed, and so I missed a lot of opportunities. And then on Friday just being one of those days where I didn't want to take on a whole lot of risk. Still a very nice day, but I just made a few trades, and once I hit that number, then I was pretty much made my day, and I said I'm out. Finished the week just under 10,000. So once again, very nice week for CB. And the question is, well, how can you hit these kind of numbers? Well, I mean, think about it. If you're trading deep out of the money and you're selling it for $80, $90, you're only risking 20, right? It's all on how you manage your size. If you're selling something for $95 and you're only risking $5, and you guys need to put more contracts on, right? Put 10 on, risk 50, okay, and you make a 10 of money on 5 contracts, right? So, what are you going to make? You can make $450 by risking $50. That is a possibility. So that's how these numbers are not really that crazy. I've seen people make a lot more than this. But once again, it's how you manage your size, right? So if you're selling it for 80, you probably don't want to put as much on as if you sell it for 90. That comes with time and experience, but I'm having a lot of successful traders that are just kind of even blowing me out of the water with the results. So that's just the way it is. This is the best way to go. There's nothing like CB, and I promise you, the way I have my prices right now, it's still underpriced because what I'm showing you here is what I sell for a full year of access, and the Learn CB, you can make that in a week. So at some point in the future, and I've talked about this before, the price of the CB package will be going up, folks. No question about it. It will definitely be going up. So don't ask me of a date. I don't know what that date is, but it will definitely be going up because I'm giving this away right now at the price that it is. All right, and that's just the way it is. And if you're skeptical, then you don't need to be looking at my product, okay? Because everything I'm showing you here is honest. And everything that I'm showing you here also when I'm making my trades, I'm doing it in the chat room, and all my members can verify my results, and they can verify that I'm in there trading alongside them as I have for the last 2 or 3 years. So anyway, that's it. What a great week. I'm really looking forward to this next coming week. I think we're going to continue to see very hot markets, particularly coming up to the election right now. So great time to get in and start trading these Nadex binaries. If you have any questions, just go to my website, binaryprostrategies.com. You can also go to YouTube, binaryprostrategies.com. Look there's a lot of videos out there for you. Also, if you like these videos, please give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that you're interested in more content. The more subscribers I have, the more content I can put out there. But I need your thumbs up. I need your subscriptions. I need your likes, and I will start putting out more free information for y'all that you can use on your own, okay, to make you a successful trader if you are trading these 5-minute binaries. So that's it. Everybody have a great week. Look forward to our next weekly recap, which is going to be next week. And y'all take care.